Oh, we got her to go. We had some technical difficulties again. My second go through here. Trying to get this started. Where should we start? Where should we start? I know what I wanted to do. I just wanted to make note of. I saw this TikTok and I should follow up and make sure it's not a lie. But this guy was talking about when the convoy, when Canada was trying to stand up for itself and ask for a conversation with its prime minister. I guess, did you guys know that they have the technology to take a plane over an area and captivate all of its data, like all cell phones and all that stuff in an area from a plane? Holy smokers, eh? Just, I guess they went over 5 times. Must have been looking for some data or something. But who knows if that's even real? Who knows? Do they have that technology to fly over an area and fucking read your phone? Uh, but then again, if you just behave, you don't have to worry about if anybody's in your phone or not, right? It's weird. It's weird. So, that Krieger OT behave. Why do you want me to behave? No one else behaves. Like the title there, that Krieger OT. Have you seen Simone? I believe that's her name. Simone Biles. Have you seen her tweets to Riley Gaines? To me, that's satanic. Poor Biles. I think personally, I think if she has to take these tweets with her to God, like she's like saying that Riley Gaines is a bully for not wanting boys in her sports. In her son. I like it's weird, but the second tweet gets even. It's like you're truly sick. All of this complaining because you lost a race. You lost a race to a man that's genetically superior than you and shouldn't be racing against you. But hey, I did a video on this already and I'm going to put her out because it's just a short little one. But you should be uplifting the trans community and perhaps finding a way to make sports inclusive or creating a new avenue where trans safe in sports, maybe a transgender category for all sports. Now, I sort of agree with Simone there. You know what I mean? Why can't the trans just have their own, right? Let them decide. Do you want trans men and trans women to compete against each other? Obviously, you guys are fighting for it now. Like, so why don't we just have the trans and then hey, who wouldn't that inspire women all around the world? Because they might be dominating the sports then, you know what I mean? But anyways, spoken smart. What are you up to? Who are you? Team Biles or Team fucking Gaines? Huh? Where are we at here? I don't know. It's weird. Like, fuck. And to come at somebody who's trying to protect their sport, and like Simon says, like, hey, fight for the trans. Like, that's not Riley's responsibility. She's not trans. But if you want to help out the trans, Simon, you have the great idea. Why don't you go out of your way? Because you are a far bigger star than Riley Gaines, and you make the path. You make the new pathway for them all to be able to compete with one another because I think it's a fantastic idea by their way of thinking. You know what I mean? I just don't think that girls that think that I don't think girls should have to play sports against girls with PPs if they don't want to. You know what I mean? I just like see, and that's the thing. Sometimes it seems kind of harmless that creaker OT. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a little story. And to be perfectly honest with you, I didn't do or I didn't say anything when I was in the position to. This was before it was like big. This is like before this actually became an issue. But apparently it was an issue. But I'm on video. All right, I know. I'm just letting you know. Hey, w- watch what you say. Don't tell him I beat you. The bird is not the word. Bird is a lie. Hey, is the bird a lie? The bird is not a lie. But it still isn't. It still isn't the word. No. And the funny thing is, she almost killed her husband over a bird, dude, like a few weeks ago. And I'm not kidding. She's like driving, and all of a sudden, one of those classics, and I'm like, "The fuck did you just do?" And she's like, I, and then we stopped, right near where she almost took us out, and so we're walking. I'll be honest, she was taking me to the pot store. And she looks over and that bird that she almost killed me over, guess what happened? Someone else didn't get off the road, and she had to see it. I wasn't watching, I never would have known this. She didn't tell me. This isn't a made up story, she's right here in the room still. But yeah, see? Sometimes it doesn't pay to be nice. Oh. But anyways, where are you guys on this? Biles or Gaines? Because like I said, I'm gonna tell you guys a story, and I didn't do nothing. I didn't well, not really. I just thought it was fucking weird, but I mean, weird doesn't hurt anybody, right? Well, some sorts of weird doesn't hurt anybody, but so as you guys know, I play disc golf, right? And this is way before the pandemic, and we were talking about it in the Olympics, and we were talking about it in the NCAA and all that. But I went to a disc golf tournament one time, and there was a dude there dressed up as a girl who played with the girls. Now, I did ask a girl, I was like, "You guys all right with that?" Like, she's like, "No problems at all. Add to the pot." He was one of those girls who played like a girl, so the girls didn't mind playing with the girl. You know what I mean? But where do you draw the line? Like, is it okay then, or is it? Because if you start there at tournaments and then, you know what I mean? Should girls just not accept it and just say, "Hey, it's not worth adding to the pot." You know what I mean? What I take home, because then how do you say no to the next next one? You know what I mean? How like you're willing to do it there because well, you can beat that person and you're not really worried. But and in all honesty, like that guy was probably having the time of his life and knew he was giving his money away. You know what I mean? But when do you draw the line? What do you guys think? What do you think? When you let and you let it happen, and then it just kinda escalates and escalates and escalates, eh? Eh? I'll tell you what I think. I don't think we should let it happen. Like Simone says, give them a league of their own. Right. Just like the girls had to, just like the women have to. They have to build up their sports. Women's sports aren't thriving. Well, I guess the WNBA is getting some notoriety now. Had a women put in a lot of work, to get the recognition and the respect that they deserve for what they do, even though they're not as genetically blessed as the men. They got just as much talent and technique to offer the world than the men do. Because I'll tell you what, that creaker, I forget what I was going to say. I don't know. I say you don't let it happen. If there's enough of you, have your own thing going. And then if you want to play, you're gonna have to play with the boys. You know what I mean? In fact, if you're brave enough to wear a dress in front of the boys, and that's how you want to dress, and you're not fucking hurting anybody bothers you, that's when there should be a problem. But I don't know. I don't dig it. I don't. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to play with a man in a dress. But hey, sometimes we have to suck things up that we don't want to do because I'd rather play with a man than fucking let him go play with a woman. Eh? Oh boy. But hey, that's just me. Those are my thoughts, my opinions, and well, if you have a better way of thinking, you guys just let me know because, anyways, what else do we have going on? Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg. The old thunder chicken there. Did you guys fall for that bit? Did you guys fall for that? Did you guys see what's happening with Greta now? She's been captured and imprisoned. I don't know what kind of show is going on. Like they film them, uh, giving them water and sandwiches, and there's Greta. Hijacked, taken prisoner, trying to supply the Palestinians and the big Israelis. Oh, oh. I'm tired of fucking the act. Like, if you guys go watch, they have her on video where they're fucking posing for pictures with her when they're arresting her and they've got videos of her fucking smiling and laughing away as they're, walking down with her in her handcuffs because Greta Thunberg's a threat to the police. They had to, for their protection, they had to handcuff the young girl. But anyways, I think it's just a ploy for the world to hate the Jews. That's all I think. You know what I mean? I think it's just a big game. Let's all be mad at Israel because they won't fucking let supplies through for the Palestinians. You know what I mean? But let's not talk about the aid that fucking Israel's given the Palestinians or whoever that is, where all those people in Palestine just got all shot up going to look for supplies. You know what I mean? It's all sorts of weird. Those are human lives dying, by the way. You know what I mean? Those are humans. Humans. I know they're not Americans. They're fucking humans, eh? So yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's to stir everybody up and not like the Jews and get them against Israel. And I'm all for everybody to go against fucking Israel. But make sure it's the government of Israel and it's not the Jews. You know what I mean? My thoughts, my beliefs, Netanyahu, he's bringing on the Mashiach for sure. But I am worried. I am worried. I think they got a plan. But if we could all just come together and not be their stands, we got to stop being their stands. We got to own our own brains. Don't be anybody's stand anymore. Anybody who is into Eminem, do not stand on him, and especially him. I think, you know what I mean. He's all sorts of weird. And I used to be a big fan. You can ask my wife. Huge fan. Not huge, not like I wasn't like Kurt and I had altars and fucking all this shit set up. And I mean, I didn't have any Eminem shirts or anything like that, but I dug his music. And oh boy, we live and we learn. But he did that song about Trump, eh? Pick one side or the other. There he was, dancing and singing for the demon Kamala. But then again, they all got paid. You know what I mean? Why not? Why not get paid? Beyonce did. Oprah did. Oprah didn't, but ARPA did, or whatever it is. Not ARPA. DARPA. What is DARPA? Somebody's dad used to work for DARPA, and I'm trying to remember whose dad worked for DARPA. Was it Bill Gates' dad was in DARPA, or don't quote me on that. I can't remember who was in DARPA, but somebody. What is DARPA? I can't even remember what DARPA is anymore. I would like to find out what HARP is, though. Hey, are they putting us on bad frequencies? I don't know. Does frequencies matter? Or if you don't use your matter, will your frequency matter? Who knows? Who knows? All sorts of messed up. But yeah, when I saw that Greta Thunberg thing, I was like, oh my goodness. Like, when do we just stop? Like, she's going out there protesting for fucking people to behave and just talking to common folk, though. You know what I mean? When you're taking private jets to the WEF meetings, it's because she's so important. She's worth the fucking destroying the earth that Donald Trump is destroying. But then again, you would think someone like Greta is so responsible and stuff like that. You should see someone videotaped the inside of her car. I asked you guys to look at that video yourselves. Um, what what other joke shows do we got going on? We got LA. We got LA, right? And well, what did LA do? Well, LA told Pink she was going to be a rock star. Did Pink sign a bad signature to a fucking contract? Who knows? Who knows what these people have to do? You know what I mean? Hey, I ain't saying Pink said anything bad. Hey, Pink was used to be my girl. Ask my wife. But I don't know. I think they're all kind of fake and they push agendas and they all do have to do as they're told or they don't get to be part of the group anymore. But I dropped the group. You know what I mean? Oh man, I don't know. I'm trying to speak over what's going on. And I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. And so yeah, gotta. She goes to the WEF. Klaus Schwab, we need to find out because Klaus Schwab, what do we know about Klaus Schwab? Well, we got him on video admitting he's a penetrator. And well, as everybody who's in the WEF or participates, have they all been penetrated? Those are his words, not mine. We got to ask ourselves, when are we going to be big and strong and ask Donald Trump about fucking Klaus Schwab, the penetrator? Marcron, are they sword fighting that night? What's going on there? You know what I mean? But I did see, and this is like, I'm still like, hey, Elon, you fucking said he was on the list. Give your fucking reasons. But that tweet's gone now, right? Do you guys see that? That tweet's gone. So a man can just run around and accuse people of things like that. The president, can you imagine? We're in the day and age where you can fucking do that and just get away with it without having anything to back your ass up. But I did see, like, a lot of people don't wanna talk about it, they don't want answers. So they're like, "Oh, it's" I saw the stupidest thing on Fox, they were comparing, "Hey, you know, yeah, everybody knows that Donald Trump used to be friends with Epstein, but, well, everybody knows Bill Clinton used to be friends with Epstein too." Well, hey, fucktards, what do you think fucking Bill Clinton's relationship was with fucking Kevin Spacey said, well, Clinton was surrounded by young girls when I was around. That's why I got away from Epstein because they were all on Bill fucking Clinton and I was worried. I wonder if he ever had the talk with Bill Clinton. Hey, Bill, I'm really worried you might get put in some compromising situations. You might not want to do this, bud. Guess what? They might spike your drink, Bill. Ah, yeah. But anyways, that's the thing. And the one thing that they did say, and I just want to say this, if they were saying if Trump was part of, and he is on the documents, the Epstein file, but they're saying if Trump was part of it, Joe Biden and all of that would have taken Trump down. I don't think so. Because I think if they know about Trump, Trump knows about them. You know what I mean? Remember, he has that secret folder on the Macrons that he doesn't want to tell the world about. Now, those aren't my words. Candace Owens told me that. So if that's a fabrication, that's her fabrication, not mine. I just want to believe what people say. And I think Candace does her research. You know what I mean? That's why it still bothers me that nobody cares that RFK might be a sexual deviant. And well, I know it looks like he's doing the right things right now, but I don't know. I don't know. They're coming, Carl. Who's coming, Uncle Will? Satan, is he coming for me? He ain't got shit, bud. I wear the belt of truth. And if you want to take the meat suit away, Uncle Will, go ahead. Have at her, bud. But I'm telling you, the only one that's going to get punished is you. Hey, don't go trying to hurt people because in the end, you're only fucking yourself, Uncle Will. Cha cha cha. I love you, Uncle Will. Thanks for coming in, bud. What team are you batting for, bud? What team? I put you in the comments or put you in the description. Hey, what team you playing for? What team you batting for? Team Marcron? No, silly, that wasn't one of the options. Team Biles or Team Games? Which one are you going for? Whose play would you back? Anybody. Now that you're here, Uncle Will, let's talk some conservatorship. Hey? Oh, Patty back there in his life, eh? Him just spinning the fuck out. I'm telling you, he's not doing good with God, and I'm trying to tell you, he's a hateful little boy. But I want him better. Like he doesn't even like Canadians, dude. Imagine that. Did I ruin it for a whole country? No, no. But hey, he don't like Democrats neither. He said, if you're one of them, do not, do not. Like, you would think the part of being a musician and an artist would be to spread your fucking creations all around the world. But instead, that stupid fuddy duddy traps himself. in this little fucking yee. Hey? And here's the thing, Uncle Will, you're tight with them. You want to go tell this fucking brainwave running around talking about witches and warlocks and spells and blood and all of this, bud. Guess what? MGK, dude, the guy that Upchurch idolizes and loves. And you know what I mean? Go check into the stuff that him and his wife are into. They drink each other's blood. Yes, yes, yes. Not lots, just little bits. You know what I mean? And they do spells and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, Uncle Will, why doesn't he talk about those people? You know, wasn't fucking MGK produced by Diddy? Aren't those questions? Hey, MGK, are you a victim of a bad fucking deal, bud? Because if you don't make it right, you're gonna take it in the end again. You know what I mean, dude? Like, Ryan really needs to do his research about this witchcraft thing. I don't know if it's real or not, but Megan Kelly does. I'm not Megan Kelly. You know what I mean. MGK's woman. Although Megan Kelly, I've seen her too. Fuck cover for like Republicans when they're caught and fucking lie. Oh man, it's no wonder. Like we got we got young women aspiring to be Simon Biles. She's a lover. She's spreading love, inclusivity, compassion, and niceness. It's a fucking sickness. It's what it is. It's of the devil. Here, accept things you shouldn't because it's love. It's love. They give it all to us for love. Or, you know how I always carry on about how you guys need to get your fucking shit together for your children, right? These fucking turds love nothing better than using children to fucking turn your guys' heartstrings. But like here in Canada, when they like to add speech bills, they like to wrap it in with some child stuff. That way, they can still tell their side. The only reason they don't want this bill is because they don't want children protected. They're evil. They're fascists. They're terrible. Uncle Will, you got more to worry about. You're going to regret posting on the internet. Dude, take your satanic ass and shove it up your ass. What are you going to do? Take my avatar? Huh? What are you going to do, bud? Huh? Good. Take it. Send me to God, you moron. That's where I want to be. Are you dumb? Like Jesus tells you, hey, this world will not like you. You're not going to have a good time. But yet everybody wants to be happy, happy, joy, joy. Why are you blocking people? I've never blocked anybody of the truth. Yeah. I've never went into anything other than fucking push record. Go live, baby. I don't touch any of this stuff. I don't remove comments. I want you to be able to express yourselves. I want you to tell me who you are. I can't help you if I don't know who you are. So, you know what I mean? But hey, you can just go away. I don't have to even worry about you. You know what I mean? But if you're going to keep coming over here, I'm going to try and help you because you obviously have a problem. You want fucking elite pedos to run the world, fucking moron boy. Me? Yeah. You're telling me I'm blocking people. The truth? I ain't blocking nobody. Nobody. But hey, I have the right to put you out of my life. And I'll forgive you every time, but sometimes we can only take so much, you know what I mean? And then you just got to say, hey, it's best for us to separate. I love you. I appreciate everything you did for me. And This will make us both stronger. Carl doesn't block anyone. That's right, not Creeker OT. I don't. I'm only helping protect your family. Well, you want me to be scared. Why should I be scared for wanting the truth? Why would someone want to go after my family? They might join their side. Like, it's just my opinion. They're going through a rough time. Either way, coming to the fucking understanding that things haven't been right. They're not good. Why are you mad at me, Carl? Oh, I'm not mad at you, man. If you're gonna write something in my comments, I'm just gonna just gonna answer it truthfully. I'm not blocking anybody. I don't know how that's being mad to everybody, but oh, the days of being a troll. Only they're over, right? I don't know. I don't know, Uncle Will. What do you think? The MGK thing, bud? You never gave me your thoughts on Kid Rock. What are your thoughts on that? I gave you that Kid Rock story a million times, bud. Where are you on that? Am I being fed some bad information from Jeremy? Because the other stuff I got from Kid Rock. But here's the thing. It makes you want a man who would want to go to Bohemian Grove and lie about coming from a trailer, lying about a sex, possibly. I don't know for sure. I, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I can see the concern when they see they were very concerned when they seen your videos. Who's seen my videos? Send them away. Hey, what are you gonna do? Like, this is ridiculous, Uncle Will. Just give it up, dude. Hand yourself over to Jesus, bud. Find the Christ inside of you. You know what I mean? It's there if you want it. You just gotta accept it. But like I said, it hurts a little bit. Your brain's gonna have to rewire. It's not gonna be an instant, oh my goodness, oh my gosh, a revelation of sorts. No, it'll come to you over time, bud. Here's the deal. I know how foolish I've looked in the past. I think it's great. I'd rather admit to being a fool in the past than remain a fool in the present. You know what I mean? Because if you're a fool in the present, you're only fooling yourself about your future. You know what I mean? And I'd like to shed all this stupid bullshit that I can, Uncle Paul. Uh, Amen. That's right. Backbreaker OT. Amen. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was gonna come on yesterday and I just didn't. I didn't have it. I was just I wanted to. I came into the devil. I just I don't know, but sometimes you just need to sit back, give it a little time, rest a little bit, and then go about it when you have some more energy. You know what I mean? I was getting pretty drained there. Carl, what are you fighting for? No, 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 boy. Listen, hey, I'm with God. I might as well try and have the best adventure I can, right? If it kills me, it kills me. If it don't, it don't. If I'm with God, I live forever. So I don't have nothing to worry about. That's what he tells me. That's what he tells everybody. No fear. No fear. 365 times in the Bible. I always say, are there coinky dinkies? Because I think that's how you know you have God. You just start reading those coincidences, just That's the thing. Sometimes you wanna think you know what God's telling you. And then it comes to pass that, well, he's trying to tell you something else, but now you've learned. Alright, she's trying to make me sound horrible again. She's trying to say that I told her she's so ugly, she should go to fucking to Fan Expo as Jason Voorhees. That's not what I meant. I meant if she didn't wanna go around all scarred up, she could go to Fan Expo as Jason Voorhees because then she'd have a hockey mask on, you know what I mean? But instead, just Will takes every story and twists it and makes it some sort of gross thing when all I was trying to do was help out. Like, yeah, well, yeah, my son's calling her Frankenstein's monster, and she's just like, "Oh, that's so loving, Ben." I try and, like, give her some ideas. So that's why I took what you said the way I did. Well, I mean, she's getting a little pink in her face now. We've had the green and the yellow, the blue, the green, the yellow. Now we're starting to get like a yellowish pinkish in her face. Fuck. Just I'm just thinking, well, I was just thinking to myself, if I would have taken a picture of my wife and posted it on the internet, the thing with nothing said, the things people would think. Thank God I got witnesses. They didn't see what she did neither, but they do know that I don't know what she did either because they're like, they come running out right away and they're like, "What happened?" I'm like, "I don't know." She just she just I don't know. I can't- She, she, oh, yeah, she's a free bird. But here's the thing: the bird was gone. I did do my duty. I did do my duty. Unfortunately, like I said, and I was still protecting her from the bird because it went right near my granddaughter, and I stepped in front where she was protected and my wife was protected, and that's when she ran, and that's when I was trying to shoo the bird away. But was what you said. Shove me out to the ground. Literally the only thing you said. Yeah. And I'd have to, like I said, I'd have to have foreknowledge. I'd have to have foreknowledge of it. And trust me, if I just went and fucking pushed my wife down on the ground, she probably would have fucking been like, "What are you doing?" I should have did that knowing. I should have. They're all fucking klutzes around here. I should have known. Fuck Carl, deal with this now. She's gonna panic. Throw her the fuck down. Don't deal with the bird, deal with the wife. Remove the wife from the bird. Oh, mm. Like, listen, I thought I did really well. Like, I bet you my wife was sitting there bleeding on that curb, looking up at me, going, Enrique Iglesias, like, you can be my hero in the background. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna be in the movie. And that scene, my wife, all full of blood, looking at her husband, still protecting her granddaughter and her with Enrique Iglesias in the background. Why am I reminded of Batman and Robin? I don't know, biblical Messiah. Why are you? It was a Robin. It was the people. Oh my goodness. Oh, Mm, your wife got attacked by a bird mafia. No, there was no, there was no mafia involved. It was one determined bird. No, because here's the thing for those who have not been listening before, because it just wasn't one initial topic. After I had saved the granddaughter and got the bird away, a couple minutes later, like I'm sitting there and I'm trying to comfort my wife. I'm looking at my granddaughter. There's this older woman standing over there with my granddaughter, and the bird came back right after my wife again. Me and this other guy are like swatting it away again. I was like, and this was minutes after the initial incident. It's crazy as shit. And then, like I said, Uncle Will, what made it even crazier is I came home and I was just like, fuck. I was like all befuddled. I was like, hey, maybe if I do a video, I could take my mind off of it. And like I said, I opened it up and I don't have a set screensaver in there. It was just this little fucking bluebird right there. I didn't do a video. Do you all have Disney theme parks in Canada? No, no, we have Canada's Wonderland, which is like, I guess your guys' Cedar Point, Six Flags, I guess. Um, but no, no, not any Disney parks. But we Canadians, the ones that treat you Americans like shit, we spend a lot of money at Disney. You know what I mean? A lot of our money goes to America. You know what? We do like to travel to Disney and stuff like that, even though Disney is a dirty corporation, eh? That's what I think. But then, like, Walt was hanging out with some fucking weirdos. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That NASA guy that came over from fucking Hitler's army there. He's hanging out with him, you bet. The guy who ran NASA. That reminds me. They're saying they're saying a few things about why Elon is losing his mind. Still doesn't give him the right to fucking lie, and he needs to be punished for that lie if Trump was not. Like you gotta have reasons for that, right? But one of the reasons is that he didn't you would think $250 million. But the NASA guy that Elon wanted hired, Don said no to. So who knows there? Wouldn't you want people who are going to NASA working really well with SpaceX? Wouldn't you want that to be but what did Don see that diabolical plans that Elon had or something and didn't want them to cooperate with X? Or was it, hey, Elon, guess what? Thanks for the endorsement, bud. Now I'm going to cripple you. We got no need for your stuff. Anyways, by the way, Trumper did tell Elon, you support somebody else on the other side of that fence. Make sure I do you in, bud. Can you imagine a president coming out and saying that? Listen, buddy, just because you don't like, just because you have different feelings about me and me, you've got to know the real me. And if you go and try and endorse somebody to replace me, I'll fucking destroy you. Because I'm a good little narcissist. But then again, Elon's probably a good little narcissist himself. He's not used to being told no. You know what I mean? No, we're not putting him in there, Elon. No, no, no. But then again, Elon's concerned about how fucking the big bad bill, it's gonna economically kill America. I don't know. I'm worried about the AI, 10 years, no regulations. No regulations on AI. Just let the AI run wild over the world, eh? Because America's never had bad intentions before. Weapons of mass destruction. Well, that wasn't real. Um, What else was there? Oh, I don't know, man. When I heard that guy, and I already had my thoughts on Omar Gaddafi, but when I heard that guy talking to Tucker Carlson and the things that he let out, he was a senator or some high important person. Yeah, he made Gaddafi sound like he was a pretty good leader, and that while the Clintons didn't want that mindset going around, or like hurt hurt their mindset. But then again, their mindset might be Satan's mindset. And well, like Uncle Will said, if you start thinking against Satan's mindset, you might get in trouble. Look what happens to a lot of Clinton friends. You know what I mean? They're no friends no more. In fact, they are no more. I'm not saying Clintons may be on that list too. Maybe it's them and their friends, or I don't know. Being immortal would suck. Why do you say that, Tyler? Why would you say that? Why would being immortal would suck? Well, good. I hope for your sake when you leave this world, you're just worm meat, atheist strain, bud. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think? Do you think what I don't know what heaven is. You know what I mean? If I've been there, I have no remembrance of it. You know what I mean? I'm a human boy. I'm not about to lie and make shit up for you. But what is it? Is it another life? Can you leave heaven and come down and try and help other life? Hey, who knows? What, are you stressed out? No, no, no. You'd think. By the way I carry myself in these videos, I enjoy doing them, but no, no. Not really. Kind of seems like I don't know. Uh, why do you and Uncle Will always delete your messages so you never leave any evidence behind, eh? Is that the issue here, Seaver? Are you a CIA operative? An FBI agent? Is that why you're always into everybody's business? The stress ball, no, Mama. Just a, it's just a little unicorn ball. It is my stress ball, though. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's probably the granddaughter's. No, I think this ball's been floating around before the granddaughter, probably maybe the grandson or something. The unicorn ball, pink unicorn. Yeah, yeah. I think I steal the baby's toys. Not enough. I steal a kid's toys. Make my videos. I don't really steal them. I just use them, borrow them, put them away so we can't find them and remove them. Like I can't have that triceratops. Fucking, I just murdered that word, but I can't have that mask on missing. It's part of the Captain Common Sense outfit. You know what I mean? And him, he just loses stuff all over the place. He don't care. You know what? And it pisses me off. It does. Like he's got this great big bedroom all to himself. Big bedroom all to himself. And because we can't have a TV in his bedroom, we give him another little room. Then TV, his pianos in there. Oh my goodness. You know what I mean? But do you think that that kid can either play in that room or in that den? And no, no, I'm looking right now at Iron Man's head. I'm looking at a snake. Hmm, why? What can you do, right? Make him responsible for his own stuff. What's up, J Press? How's it going, J Press? What's Harley saying? There was definitely a bird. Oh, definitely a bird mafia. The rest of them were watching in the trees. They just said they hit bird. That may be the case. Who knows? Maybe they had backup in case they needed it. They didn't know how much of a freak my wife was. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm glad I can laugh about it and she can laugh about it because I'll tell you when that happened, it was fucking pretty fucking eh, it was not pretty. I think you got Patty's attention in the squirrel suit. Well, dude, I just want my answers. You know what I mean? Why would a woman go out of her way to fucking gaslight somebody and say, I never said that when they clearly did? And Dagburn even admits it. Yeah, Patty verified that on my life. Yeah, Brandon's, but you guys want to go and make fun of B Millie and all that, but Brandon Moose is running around as a squirrel. But I'm not deleting your messages or Uncle Will's. It's you guys doing it. What the wife think about you dancing around with the wig, pretending to kiss men on the TV screen, Carl? Well, honey, let's ask the wife. How do you feel about me kissing a TV screen with men on it? When all they did was they were calling me a trans when I never wore a wig or anything. So I just used a little satire, gave them their lie, and nobody likes it. But what do you think?
Like was if you don't want him to call you gay, you probably shouldn't kiss the guy on the TV screen.
But hey,
Why? You're actually
she's not worried about me going out and running and kissing you, Seeper. Or you, Uncle Will. I gotta show my wife a fucking video. Hey? Well, yeah, Uncle Will was the latest one to say he wanted to show you a trick or two. I should show you Uncle Will. Whiskers. It's Uncle Will's new name. Scooby Whiskers. Merch shirt. Tickle Me Whiskers with Uncle Will. Merch shirt. Hey, Uncle Will, are you willing to sign over your rights for my family like little me was? Because, buddy, I don't want to make any money off your image or your stupidity. I want it all to go to you, Uncle Will. And then you're going to have all this money and you're going to know that you can't buy yourself out of this stupidity you got yourself in. You're going to have to work it out. Then there'll be a challenge. You'll have all this money. You'll be rich, Uncle Will, and you'll be famous. Just as famous as Dagmar. You're making stuff up, Carls. What did I make up, Uncle Will? I don't know, Uncle Will. I don't know, buddy. But I think you should help your friend up church. I'm concerned they're looking to get a conservatorship on him. Did you see my short where I put up church's voice and Britney Spears on there? Where and which one is it? No, is it the one where I can't remember where Upchurch tells the world that Ronnie and Patty are still fucking? He tells Ronnie's wife that. Hey, hey, what about that? Hey, I wonder if she was involved with Biles when all that was going on. Eh? Was there a trifecta? Is Ronnie a squirrel too? Because to tell you the truth, I think they're all a little squirrely. Whether they wear suits or not, they're all a little squirrely. Riding with Satan, they are, Seeper. Don't ride with Satan, Seeper. Seeper. Why is it just me and Uncle Will's messages are deleting? No, I don't know, but I'm not doing anything. I am not doing a thing. You should tag Ronnie in that video. Well, Ronnie ignores me now. We used to communicate. We used to communicate. That's when Upchurch had Castle hate. And guess who came to Ronnie's fucking Cashville came in white knight for Ronnie. So, uh, but that was before they worked things out. You know what I mean? Cleared things up with an NDA and said, "Hey, Cashville, behave and you get your money. Bad things happen to me, Cashville. Bad things happen to you." Just keep tagging them. Well, I'd like to. Yes. Yeah. 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 I'm not going to use the stove at all. I do have, but I think I got a couple pans there I got to wash, but yeah. Yeah. Well, it's almost 2 o'clock. I was going to have a ham and cheese omelet for lunch, but so yeah, that's good. Enjoy your soup. No. Zebra does keep disappearing. Why? I don't know. I don't know, Harley. I honestly don't. And like I've said, people have accused me of deleting their comments out of my comment section, and they're not lying. I can see that there was comments with the number of comments, but when I go in, I can't see the comments. But here's the deal. I remember I couldn't see comments in my comment section on my video, but for some reason in my wife's, I could see the comment that was missing out of my fucking. It was weird. It was really weird. But who knows? Maybe someone's got an eye on my phone. Maybe that's why I'm not hitting the outside world. Someone's controlling my every move. I need to break free of this. See where it does keep disappearing. Put Ronnie on the big screen, give him big kisses. But well, I already did. I did videos on Ronnie and his narcissism way back when, bud. Like, I know what it's like to be a proud daddy. You know what I mean? You don't go looking for fucking. He's all sorts of gross. You know what I mean? Well, Ryan told us, and I think that's his biggest fear. I think that's why he's got this ego and he don't want to give up and admit that he's wrong. His dad told him all the time he was going to be a fuck up his whole life. Can you imagine having your? Well, I can. My dad was the same way. You'll never be nothing. You'll never be nothing. And then when I went to move with my mom, you're never going to be nothing. Without me, you'll be nothing. Nothing. Yeah, Dad. Thanks for the role model. But anyways, I fucking showed him. Look at me now, Seeper. I'd rather be a child of God than, well, than fucking when I was thriving. And I'd rather know the truth. Well, little me, what's up, buddy? Boy, oh boy. What a fucking can of whoop ass you have opened up on yourself. Hey there, fucking little me. Listen, now I've been doing a lot of thinking. This movie, hey, bud, this movie, we're thinking about playing Dagburn. We're gonna have Uncle Will play Dagburn and maybe Dagburn play Uncle Will. That way, maybe they can appreciate each other's life stories. You know what I mean? They can go through it and see if they come out hating each other at the end. But for you, I think you need to be played by a superstar. You know what I mean? And I've did a lot of thought, a lot of looking around, bud. And well, Hornswoggle's who I came up with, bud. That's who I think. That's gonna be great. Mm. I could just he can use hey, when we get to the part in the movie where you and fucking Rocco square off finally, you put all this bullshit to the side and you finally put the gloves on. We haven't decided who's gonna play Rocco yet, but whoever it is, they're gonna have to have the fucking most beautiful fucking sweatsuit you ever seen, right? Like he's got probably like a blue Sean John, you know? We don't want to do that. We don't want to bring back bad memories when fucking Rocco was running shit with Diddy. Okay, we don't want to. We need a brand new ideas. We need what kind of jogging suit can we get? Like, what's like a Gucci one? Is there a Gucci jogging suit? We got to get Gucci, right? Everybody's down with Gucci these days, right? Rocco's got to be wearing the Gucci. And then guess what, bud? We is fucking you make your entrance. And this is where we start the movie. The room comes little me, played by Hornswoggle. I love it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be wonderful. He'll appreciate the work. I mean, there's no work for dwarfs anymore, right? I mean, since fucking Game of Thrones guy, he laid the love out there and said, "Hey guys, this ain't right. Don't give dwarfs jobs. It makes us feel bad." Fuck. Can you imagine? I bet you if you're a dwarf, you can find God faster. You know what I mean? You go through more shit than fucking your average person, you would think. You know what I mean? You always know people are looking at you because I got no problems with them. I think they're cool. I think you know what I mean? They're just human beings that well got some adversity. And it's good to see people with adversity shine, you know what I mean? So yeah, little me. That's why Hornswoggle. You're just a little person. You're a little me. Hey, what do you think? You and Rocco meeting in a squared circle. Or would you rather have a wrestling match with them? Is that what you'd rather do? Would you rather wrestle with them, little me? He talks about diddling kids and you accuse yours of diddling you. Okay. Whatever, little me. You are gonna be in so much trouble, bud. Trouble you caused for yourself, dude. Jesus loves you. He does. But you gotta love yourself. You gotta know yourself, and you're just not willing to admit you're an idiot. Hey, what's going on in California right now, bud? Hey, we can't figure out Gavin Newsom is a Newsom. Hey, I mean, he'll clean up the streets for fucking Chi, 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 Chi. I'd be saying, hey, dictator. Yeah, or at least not make a facade for him. If you're gonna invite him, at least let him see the real California. You know what I mean? Don't clean up on his behalf. But that's what you guys do for dictators. You serve them. Serve them. Hey, little me, a moo moo moo. We're gonna see about you. Who's the cow, little me? It's gonna suck for you to find out that you've been just milking the whole time. That's what you guys call it these days, milking, right? You've been milking yourself, and I've been begging for you, bud. Hey, don't over milk yourself. We all sort of milk ourselves, but just you're fucking on a steady flow. Hey, if I was you, I'd be spending time with the grandbaby. Well, I do, man. I just seen her earlier, like twice now. Twice? Yeah. I see her all the time, bud. You know what I mean? She lives with me. It's pretty hard not to see her, bud. It's pretty hard not to notice her too. She's pretty fucking cute and smart. This kid is so smart. Like already knocking on doors. Hey, little me. I should get a video of her, not of her, but just the sound of her. Because I didn't teach her this. I didn't teach her this. She's got a little stuffy cow, right? Everybody always asks her, "What's cow say?" What's cow say, Ellie? Moo, moo. That's cute. Carl, have you tried printing out flyers and handing them out? That will help make the change better than nothing. Well, I understand what you're saying, Kay. I get what you're saying. I'm just laying down God's plan. That's what I think. And when the time comes, it'll happen. As long as I'm willing to put forth the effort and everything I do is for Him, I'll be just fine. I just worry about others. That's my problem. But it's God's timing, and He knows best. Because if I was meant to break through, I would have did her. You know what I mean? You never know when your time's going to be. But it all starts out with the faith of a mustard seed. I don't know. Do not put that baby girl in your videos, weirdo. No, the problem is I should be able to put that little girl in my videos, you fuck stain. I should be able to show who I am, who my family is, how gorgeous my fucking little granddaughter is. But you sickos fucking make it weird. You make it all twisted, and it's not right. You know, little me, I watched this video yesterday. Really fucking annoyed me. Made me think of you. It's these two dudes, high beat song, and they're air lipping. You know what I mean? They're doing their dance videos like I do. And it's just singing a song about men's mental health. And they're all smiles and doing their thing. And I'm just like, that's not what men's mental health looks like. You want to help people share stories, let them know where to get help. Because little me, there's just no help out there. You know what I mean? I think I can prove the police aren't much help. The hospital, they're not much help. In fact, when they give you the proper answer on what your problem is, they'll let that person or entity lock you up based on a lie or something. I don't know. I don't know what was said. That's the problem. Can you imagine being locked up against your will and you have no fucking idea what was said about you, how you got there, and they think you don't have the fucking right to know? It's pretty twisted out there, buddy. Well, no, Kay, you don't. See, you want me to think small, and I'm thinking big because when it happens, it's going to happen. I don't know. Maybe it does happen. It can't happen small. Not the way I see it. But hey, maybe I think about it. Maybe it can, but it can't. I'm trapped. I'm in the matrix. I can't. I'd love to go make a video and just go talk to the chief of police and get his side of the story. When I explain mine, I'd say, hey, now you tell the people your side of the story. But I can't do that. Probably end up in the mental institution, right? Police don't like being told they're fucking wrong. I'd love to be able to do that, but I can't. I'd love to be able to go to the hospital and say, rationally say, hey, I think there's a problem here. I probably get in trouble because I recorded those psychiatrist appointments. But can you imagine being so afraid that you have to record your fucking personal fucking talks with your psychiatrist because you think he's a fucking whack job and he won't talk to you? You want to talk about your problems, but he fucking just won't. And then at the end of the conversations, it's all about the pills we're going to take. It's fucked up, man. What's Uncle Will saying? After today, I don't think he's going to be making any more videos. Keep threatening me, fucktard. You make me sick. As sick as little me does. And yet I still try for you fucking idiots. Makes no sense to me sometimes. You know what I mean? But I already forgave you. Like I said, like I was saying earlier, sooner or later, you got to know what to say. Bite the dust your own way. You know what I mean? I just want you to be with the truth. And what that is, I don't know. It's up for you to decide you don't like that. You want someone to come down and do everything for you. Hey, Uncle Will, you lazy shit. You talk about Dagburn being lazy. You can't even handle your backyard in the outside world. Do both. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay. I could do both, but I can't. I'll have to watch what I do. I have to be very careful. You know what I mean? Remember, if you leave, they can call. In fact, they've said they can call. We will call. So you got to watch. Should I go to? I'd love to be able to just go and get like one of those fucking mic things, like a real protester. I'd love to stand out in front of the Church of God and, hey, do you people of the Church of God really think that fucking Henry Hildebrand is Jesus in the flesh? And do you think Jesus in the flesh would be asking for your money? Because Henry does have Jesus inside of him. He just fails to see him. He doesn't want you people to know the truth, that he can't bring you to Jesus. It's a facade. Him and the 12 apostles cannot take you to Jesus. They could help you if they're spreading the word right, but I'm concerned that their words are all fucking twisted and manipulated to suit them, to get them rich, more land, more power, all in God's name. You know what I mean? Just like our wars. I can't complain other people's homes are dirty if mine is a total mess too. Well, okay, do you not listen to me? You can't fix what won't allow to be fixed. In order to fix things, you have to have conversations. You know what I mean? You have to hear both sides of the story. Then you look for information together for even more clarification. I'm telling you, I hate saying it now. Fuck chosen one, prophet, whatever the fuck. I'm a child of God. That's all that matters. And that if you guys keep living in the fucking delusion that you're living in, you're going to go to hell. If there's a hell, if you refuse to live in the truth, you will perish. Hey, Uncle Will, I'm not trying to be a dick because it's not hard to be with God, buddy. It's not. It's that we've been programmed to be shitty and teach ourselves by looking better and gaining more shit, but becoming shittier people. We've been groomed, not just us, our parents, their parents, and their parents. How do we get to a spot where Men thought that they were better than women. So then they fought for women's rights. And well, I'll tell you something. Anybody who says that this is a man's world, no, it's a liar's world. Whether you're a man or a woman, and you got the ability to fuck people over and not have any emotion and just play the role. Oh fuck, baby. Those are the ones that are winning in this world. Well, but then again, a lot of people that are with Satan just aren't really winning either. Just because they're weak, because the strong minded are real big ones up there with all the money. They make you believe you're worthless and weak, and they know what's best for you. They're going to be your savior. Old Trumper Humper is going to be your savior, right? Here, Trumper Humper comes to save the day. Or what happens, Uncle Will, if you meet Trumper and he grabs you by your pussy, eh? Hey, Uncle Will, that was a nice little pussy you got there. The elite meadows love a good pussy. And we love it when you think you're the man, Uncle Will. That's what we really love. We love it when pussies think they're the man. You're a Wes Watson. That's what you are, buddy. You're a Wes Watson. You better start watching your Wes. Get it right, Uncle Will. But hey, you're entitled to do these things and expect others to do it. What am I expecting you to do? What have I asked you to do, dipshit? Like, that's what I don't get. What have I asked you to do? Get with Jesus? Get with Christ? See what's going on in the world? Talk about it? Change it? I have a bunch of examples on how humanity treats one another, whether it's friends, family, workplaces, police, hospital, insurance company, Ministry of Labor, provincial government. How somebody's lie can destroy your life. And you don't have the evidence of their lie. Their lie lives and rules your life if you let it. I'm telling you guys right now, the world is sick. When I got in my car accident, you guys like to fucking make fun and do ha 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 ha. I got the video. I'm pretty sure of what happened. I've got his statement. I'm pretty sure I fucking know what I'm talking about. So what I'm going to tell you is this guy cut out in front of me, and it could have killed me. And it was scary because I did the Dukes of Hazard towards people, but there was cars in front. But you never know what's going to happen. So imagine having that vision in your brain because somebody else realigned you to have that. You know what I mean? And then you end up in the hospital and you're getting handed a ticket based on one person's testimony. But here's the thing, Uncle Will, and people were smart, dude. If that cop was smart, he would have known by reading the statement it was all sideways. It was an impossibility. It couldn't have happened the way he said. You know what I mean? But police don't do their jobs anymore. They're fucking lazy little bitches. You know what I mean? Fuck. And when you call them back and you're like, hey, I received Buddy's statement in the mail and it don't fucking, can you call me? No, no reply. No reply at all. There's no reply at all. That's the police for you when you need them in Ontario. They can't even protect themselves here in Ontario. You know what I mean? Windsor, fuck, women police, they don't want to fucking share a change room with the transgender police. And well, they say something, they get told to shut their fucking mouths, and everybody backs down and can't lose that pension. Let's just, like I said, let it happen. Just let it happen. Where does it go from here? You know what I mean? It's all sorts of weird. Little me, typical narcissist, everybody's fault but yours. Dude, you are going to look like such a fucking idiot when I play that video and I have that statement and I have intelligent people who are willing to fucking open their eyes and listen. They're going to see you as the fucking joke that you are, dude. You are fucking an idiot. Dumb as mud. As mud. No clue. Huh? Was there no shopper street cameras looking over that crash site? That's what I'm saying, Biblical Messiah. I have all the information to fucking prove it was wrong. But I also have the information to prove how detrimental that can be to your mental health, too. Took me down for a long time because it was added to other things. You know what I mean? It was already added on to a bunch of fucking trauma. So, yeah, I've got a video and the statement. And like I said, the only possible way for it to happen, based on the video evidence and the statement, well, it'd have to be the way that I said it happened, and definitely not the way he said it did. But like I said, his statement doesn't make sense. Like I could do without the video, I could do a drive from where he came out and how fast he said he was going, and well, way past where the accident even happened. So I don't know. Contest it. No, bud. I'm here to change the world. I'm here to show the world that this is what we do to one another. We lie upon each other. We make people look like villains and ourselves heroes. It's disgusting. It's totally disgusting. But hey, he got mad and tried to pass the dude, lost control. No, bud. The video evidence, the statement, unfortunately for you, little me, it says it all, big boy. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I you hurt my brain. You want to hate me that much. All this shit's gonna come back on you, bud. You think it's a fun and games. You think you're just a troll. Out there working for men's mental health, aren't you, buddy? Nice bio, eh, baby? The world's a joke because people like you are fucking fake and they're all over the fucking place. And I'd rather see you come with Jesus than just be so stupid and ignorant. Like, why do you? Oh, fuck. Anyways, this has been a slice and it's been longer than usual, little me. So I think it's time to go, but post the video on your channel. Oh, I will. I will one day. I will. But I want to play the game first. You know what I mean? This is chess, not checkers. The video will come out, but I will spread my sunshine because I don't spread my sunshine around here. You know what I mean? Had that hospital problem and all that. You know what I mean? So it's time for me to spread, like Kay said, it's time to spread my love around home. Just got to be careful about it. Make sure I can back my mouth up. Make sure it doesn't sound anything crazy. In fact, I don't even have to talk about God. I can just call a motherfucker out. I got his name now. And I will dox a motherfucker. I will dox him. You know why? Because I'm holding his trauma. He needs to take her back. I don't let his trauma keep me down, but I'm still holding on to her and I want to pass her off. You know what I mean? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You almost killed me. And look at you. You look like the hero. Good job, buddy. Good job. How do you feel now, motherfucker? How would you feel if you knew God was real? Would you do that to a human being again? Not that it's just me, little me. It's that people do this to one another. Don't think that it's about me, buddy. It's like everybody else. So if somebody's going to do that to me, they'll do it to somebody else. Fake motherfuckers will go around hurting people, pretending to be the hero and think there's no consequences. Well, guess what? God's real, you'd have to admit they're in trouble. Eh? If I didn't cause that accident and Clayton did, and he caused all sorts of trauma for me, like he would have anybody else, how do you think that goes for Clayton? Just run around fucking. The proof is in a report, Carl. Was it your fault? Well, yeah, but like I said, they got me in the hospital. And based on his lips, I got charged. Yeah, yeah. And then, well, I was in a bad state of affairs then when I had my court case and I thought I would have my wife with me and I didn't. So sometimes you gotta lie, buddy, to take the lesser charge, even though it didn't happen. Because if you don't tell the lie, you might get punished real bad. Hey? So here's the deal. I asked for more time. They made me wait forever for the court case. It's all right then that for them to fucking take for fucking ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever so that people forget details and shit like that. But fuck, when you ask for the same in return, based on the fact that you don't think you're guilty, and well, you're not going to be a menace to society if you know, have a later court date. But hey, little me, it's been nice. How can 100 people standing in line and not one of them listen to shit? They didn't see it because Carl, buddy, Carl coming, buddy. And I thought, don't take your foot, don't hit the brakes or nothing. Just keep going because you're on loose gravel now because he's like this too. And you go off and nobody's seen it. And you go up in the air, Dukes of Hazard. And nobody there saw what happened. They just seen the car coming towards the row of cars that were in front of them, little me. Hey, buddy, when I say I'm here to represent God, and you think I would lie about something so fucking stupid where I could be proved a liar, you are completely out of your fucking brain, you loser. I don't run around like you fucking little retards are running and lying about my fucking about things because I know that'll put me in bad places. And I don't want to go wherever the fuck you guys are going. Keep her up. Later, that creaker OT. Oh, rage. Trim driving. Okay, buddy. Bye bye.